The world's gone mad, or has it always been mad? Seems like it's getting madder to me, not in a good way. I know people say we live in scary times and the world's getting worse, but genuinely it seems like that to me. It really does. It is getting worse, and I don't like to be pessimistic and too down about things, but it's hard not to be. President Trump, he's just something else, isn't he? He is something else. I've written a few things down because I can't remember all of them. It seems like he's on some sort of crusade, and when you're wielding that much power that he can, that is scary. It really is. You know, I don't know what it's like living in America. I hope to go there one day. I really do. But looking from the outside, I wonder what's happening over there. I wonder what the average American thinks about Trump and about what people think about America. You know, he's done some right damage in the past. Well, I know he's been in power for a year, but he's done some for the past year, but the past few weeks, he really has made America unpopular amongst lots of countries, and especially his allies. I mean, you look at Canada, you look at not all the European countries, because some of the European countries are just rubbish anyway, but the good ones, UK, his comments on NATO troops, what did he say? Stayed a little off the front line. WTF? What reality what world does he live in? You know, I genuinely think he believes, I do think he believes what he's saying is true. Because you look at him and he looks like he believes it. But, and it's just mind-blowing. I just can't get my head around it. I really can't get my head around it. And we've got 3 more years of it. And I just wonder what the average American thinks about him. I mean, it seems very polarised in America. You're either for him or you're not. And there doesn't seem to be much in between. I don't know if that's just from the media point of view, or I mean, I don't really watch that much news. I watch a lot of my stuff on here on YouTube, and that tends to, a lot of some of it is media stuff, but some of it is just people like me, ordinary people, just making videos and talking about things, and I find it interesting, and I genuinely do wonder what Americans think about it all. It just puzzles me. Is there something in the Epstein files that he doesn't want everybody to know about? It's hard to believe that he'd do what he's done with Venezuela, and then now Iran coming up, and all other things that he's done in between. cover something. If it is, who knows what these people think? You know, truly, who knows? I mean, politicians lie. Pretty much all of them do. You know, whatever country they're in. I don't tend to think very highly of most politicians. Some are probably better than others, and some are probably really honest and in it for the right reasons. But a lot of them lie, and they bend the truth, and they don't answer. But his lies are just on another level. On another level. And he keeps on lying, and he keeps on doubling down on stuff. And how does he get away with it? How do you get away with telling lies like that? And they're not little lies, they're massive lies. And I just, nobody seems to pull him up on it. None of the media everybody seems terrified of talking to him about things, unless it's something that he wants to talk about. And he just keeps on lying, and if you repeat a lie enough times, does it then become the truth? Because that's just what people are hearing. Even though you know it's not, I mean, if you just keep on saying it, and what appears to be happening and coming out of America, and it's not just Trump, it's all cronies that are around him, they just keep lying and lying, and nobody picks them up on it. Maybe they do when I don't see it on news, or I don't see it on YouTube people's reports. I don't know, but it's just madness. What does the average American think about him? I'd love to know. I'd genuinely love to know, and I'd love to know how he got in power. That just boggles twice. American people have voted for him. I mean, we've had some really rubbish politicians, and can't remember her name off the top of my head, who were in. She's just a complete idiot, but she's not. She was in power for 49 days. Can't remember her name now. I mean, she makes Trump look amazing, and she's terrible. She's really bad, and she just does. Just that bit. Just I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Does he believe what he's saying? I think I mentioned this. Yeah, I do. I genuinely do think he believes what he's saying. I really do. It's you look at him, and unless he's some sort of amazing actor, and I don't think he is. He does believe what he's saying, and I think he's just been drip-fed all sorts of stuff. I mean, somebody in his position, the things that you must find out, the information that you must be bombarded with. Yeah, I couldn't even begin to imagine what it must be like. But when you look at him talk, he does come across as though he believes what he's saying. And that's the scary thing about it. How has he convinced himself? Or how have others convinced him that it's true? I don't know. Is he that stupid? Is he that stupid that he just does believe what he's saying? And is it the Dunning-Kruger effect? You know, and you can't argue with people like that. There's no. You can't argue with stupid, can you? You can, but you'll not get anywhere. You just doesn't matter who you are. If you're daft enough, you believe what you believe, and there's no reason you can't reason with people like that. How's he got into that position? How do any politicians get into positions that they're in? Why would you want to be a politician for a start? That's something else. But to be in charge of America, how do you do that? You know, you must have people behind you somehow. There's got to be people behind the scenes pulling the strings, and because I'm not the sharpest tool in box, but Trump definitely don't come across as the sharpest tool. You know, he really doesn't. I know he's rich, but I think that's all from family. I mean, he doesn't. From what I've heard, he's not the best businessman in the world, even though he'll tell you that he is. I don't know. We live in scary times. We do. We live in scary times, and I can't see a way out of it at the moment. You know, I don't like to be negative about things. Try to be positive. Try to look on the positive side of things. But with the way things are going at the moment, I just can't see things getting better, and we're only a quarter of the way through his last term. And the way you were talking before, it's as though he wants another term after this. And correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that you're only allowed 2 terms as president. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he'll try and change that. I don't know. Well, I'm all trumped out at the moment. I'm fed up of looking at it it's all over my YouTube thing. It's all over news here. What's happening? We do live in a mad world, and it's only getting madder. I'm glad I've depressed everybody. Hope you're all right and keeping well and nice and depressed. See you on the next one.